So yeah, today's the day. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. So yeah, today's the day. Not so much for what could be announced in the Game Awards or what games win. Definitely not, the award part of the Game Awards. I think a lot of people just want to see if a game that they're interested in will be, showcased. But in my case, it's maybe I can hop into someone's Discord and be part of that chaos and fun. Because while Game Awards typically don't have anything I'm interested in, there's one or two trailers that do like surprise me, like when Persona 5's like main character Akira got announced for, oh, he's called Ren now. He got announced for fucking Smash Ultimate. Sephiroth in Smash was exciting. I didn't like the FF7 trailer though. The one that mostly focused on Cloud and his personality during bombing mission. It was a very like Hollywoodish thing. I guess they're trying to like appeal to like Westerner, like Hollywood gamers. Guys who didn't pick up a video game until like 2006, 2007 and shit. 8 and 9. Oh man. I took some of the rice and shrimp from yesterday that my mom's made, and I, took a couple egg, and I separated the egg yolks with the egg whites. I made the egg whites into an omelet. I poured the egg yolks onto the rice with some oil on, like fried that shit. I made something very nice, very enjoyable. But it's stuck in my teeth now because I just got my braces signed yesterday. So you can hear me like trying to get that shit out my tongue, but it's, how. Oh, the guide I'm using admits that the instructions right now suck. Oh, the old mad bread. Oh, they broke some shit. Yeah, that usually happens. You break something, you exaggerate how much it's worth. Say it's like a priceless thing. you got out of wealth, and then now you extort people for money. Retry, okay, so this guy speaks like Ariana Grande when she sings. I shouldn't say that because Ariana Grande fans will whip my ass, man. Okay, let's see where it's gonna go. I'm gonna have to do so much editing. Yeah, streaming 2 games at once and doing some shit for Saturday was not a smart idea on my end. It was foolish of me to do that. But here we are now. I gotta live with a future where I gotta stream like edit together 7 different streams I made. Yeah, my work ethic has been crazy just because I had a really shitty situation with this game. I would have never known that would have led to another room. That's crazy. You would think that would be like, you know, walled off, but regardless. Yeah, this game has me like nostalgic for Trials of Mana. That was a really good game. It took me through like some hard times as well, man. Yeah, it's crazy to think about, but this year I played a lot of solid games. I mean, a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games, solid. The Saga games, solid. Persona 5 Royal, solid. Trials of Mana, solid. Since the guy doesn't trust itself, I'm just gonna go to random places. What else? What was another game I played that was solid? Dragon Ball Z Kakarot was good, but I think I overhyped it. I wouldn't have loved it as much as I did if it wasn't a Dragon Ball game, to be honest. Which, that doesn't say anything wrong about it. Like, it played to its strengths. I just think that something like Budokai Tenkaichi 3 Remastered would have played to him harder. Now that I think about it, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 has like a tough road on it. Oh yeah, East 9. I played East 9. That game was fucking solid as well. Dragon's Dogma was not solid though. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom Remastered was, you know, a nice nostalgic trip. Great speed game. Great, like, casual, you know, kid game. Nostalgia Collectathon. Yeah, it's solid as well. It's solid in a different way than the type of games I like playing. Obviously, Dark Souls, solid. The Castlevania games, I'm a little disappointed by them, but they're also solid. Don't talk to the girl because then you end up with a quest. What else? I'm trying to think of another game. Ni no Kuni was actually really good. Final Fantasy VII Remake, I replayed that in hard mode. That was solid as well. Okay, so... But Ni no Kuni, it was a very charming game, man. But, yeah, level 5, they're not really consistent. Unless they get, like, good help. Fuck. Did I play any Tri-Ace games this year? I don't think I did. Yeah, that's really unusual. Usually I'm playing like a Tri-Ace game. Like 2019 I played Residence of Fate. 2020 I played Saga. Did I finish Trails of Cold Steel at the beginning of the year? I think I did. So yeah, that game was obviously solid, but I consider that more of a 2020 experience largely. I was thinking I was gonna like cheat twice for, you know, next couple like weird days. But no, I'm just gonna do some holiday streams, so I'll be, you know, chatting with y'all, I guess. I figured, you know, let me do shorter streams then, do something like goofy. I don't know, because I don't want to like bite into anyone else's schedule for that long. Oh, he's fucking me up. Look at those animations. He wasn't messing around. Lizard meat, man. Lately, I've been like avoiding ruminant animals like beef and stuff like that. Not because, you know, I'm trying to cut down red meat, but because I'm curious if the iron content will like affect my hygiene. Like maybe I have a fungal overgrowth due to an excess of iron or something of that nature. So I've been swapping out that kind of meat for fish or seafood and stuff like that, which is inflammatory due to water pollution, but still, it's pretty good. Bird meat. I've been consuming a lot of that lately. Yeah, there should be some better alternatives for bird meat as opposed to like chicken, which is like poorly raised in America. Oh, and I'm not like a super like healthy dude. Like I eat junk food, but I just like eating, you know, healthier foods or healthier options. So don't like think, okay, this guy is just like an orthorexic guy. I used to be like that when I was, you know, really ill because I had no other choice. Everything was making me sick. Like if I continued eating that way, I would have like died, pretty much. I think my orthorexia ended up helping out everybody though, because it got everyone thinking about healthier options and stuff like that. Also, people learning how to cook, mom's learning how to cook and shit like that. I've learned a couple of decent recipes myself, so. But I need to go back to making like some of the stuff I used to know how to make, like key limes and stuff like that. Mac and cheeses with multiple cheese options. This one is... Oh, that fruit looks good. Because if it's squared up like that, then you know damn well it's like super fructosey. Like, I see people complain about those like big low-res grapes in Final Fantasy XIV. I don't think you understand. If grapes like that existed, man, they would be like really good. Like, have you ever had like frozen fruit? Like frozen berries and shit like that? It often ends up tasting like better than fresh berries. There's like almost a like super sugary taste to it because the fructose is just, you know, juiced up. Oh, he dipped. He don't want the lettuce. Really? You know, these probably explain to you what this thing would want to eat when you're grazing it and stuff like that. For those of you who are curious, I'm not really interested in getting the platinum on Dark Souls just because it requires a type of like playstyle that just isn't interesting for me. I gotta basically go around looking for all these like weapon types or people who are willing to like trade with me. So I can like craft all these like weapons and shit. You gotta basically kill the dog dude 3 times, so that's why you gotta like play it 3 different times. And of course you have to go to Anor Londo afterwards, so yeah, it's a pain in the ass for no reason. Let's see if you eat the bugs. Okay, so you ate the bugs. Cool. I'd say in a game like this, its approach to having a silent protagonist is kind of more so because the whole like setting of this world is the interesting character. You're kind of third wielding everything, so you know, what you gotta say on the matter isn't really that interesting. It's the things that you see and you listen to, which makes the adventure super interesting. That's kind of one thing I like about video game stories, is that you can have these silent protagonists who just sort of do all the observing and stuff like that. I wish there was like a movie that would try to go about the whole silent protagonist thing, but it just wouldn't work. Okay, hold on. I'm getting fucking killed right now. Yeah, a lot of people have been getting suspended because of Twitter right now. Because of some of the major trials that have been going on, people tracking those trials and, you know, keeping us updated on that. There's been a couple of incidents where guys who have been doing that have gotten their things suspended. Okay, let me just... It's really unfortunate because... that trial is gonna be like swept under the fucking rug. Well, you know, people are persevering. They're, you know, making, you know, new accounts, you know, effectively ban evading, which is against the terms of service. But you know, when you gotta report the news of what's happening, what else are you left to do? Make your own platform to do it? that doesn't actually work. You could, but you would face the same effect. Instead of getting deplatformed, you'd just be getting like sued up the ass for speaking out on it. Get your website taken down. I mean, you're afforded more liberties that way. Obviously, no one's gonna like get rid of you for ban evading if you're on your own platform. And you have more room for speech, but not completely. Like if you're out here like covering this case that people want to really keep under wraps, that's already like trouble. But yeah, it would be nice to see a little bit more of old media making a comeback, because so many people just want to incentivize you to just use the same free websites. You see, back in the day, like even when I started off, like 2013, 14, 15, when I approached adulthood, there were blogger accounts besides Anime Feet and some of those website accounts. There's WordPresses and all this, you know, interesting stuff that you don't really see as much now. Different types of message boards were like much more popular back then, whereas it's all kind of been phased out for Reddit. Okay, hold on. Let me get you. Ooh. That's right. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, at least wiki sites still get traffic. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna get revenge on this guy. Remember when this guy used to give me a really difficult time? In the case of Dark Souls, part of it is because you gotta create a character in Dark Souls, so multiple endings. You're like assisting other people and fighting other people in multiplayer. There's like co-op and PvP. Oh, this is different when you got Counter-Strike. Oh, he faked me out. Oh, you iframed out of that. See, he always does that shit, like, when I'm done trying to counter him, then he, like, pulls it off. So yeah, he's, like, faking me out all the time. Come on, you gonna try to kick me? You see, he does it like after I give up on trying that. I'm much higher level this time around, so he's not as much of a threat to me. Okay. That's right, get your daddy. I can't say it as passionately as I did last time. Last time was like a classic, man. See, I'm not that angry anymore because he's easy when you're this over leveled. That's right, you guys suck. Fuck it, I got some bread, but... and a sand rose. Yeah, they paid off their debts, so... even though they didn't really do much, I couldn't have gotten to that boss if, you know, they didn't guide me to it. So while they didn't, you know, help me fight them, that Uken boss... whoa, what was he called? Let me... Ducat. Or Duca, I don't know. It looks like a French word, but, you know, I'm not really too good on French pronunciation, even though, got a lot of, you know, my ancestry is French. Shit is annoying, man. See, this time it's filling in nicely, because it's all dense and shit. I'm gonna be doing a lot of repeat quests all throughout, though. That's kind of frustrating to think about. But, let me check the fruit. Let me check the fruit and who I'm grazing. I like this character, man. This tree, he just looks wholesome as fuck, man. Okay, let me see. This time around, I haven't been getting like a big diversity of seeds. I noticed that. I mean, that smile he has is just that of like a very contented, kind old person. Very understanding and patient. Yeah, let me head on back. Shmurda is not with any parts. Yeah, get your ass in the barn. I didn't pet it, man. I showed favoritism. Well, they're not my kids, man, so graze. Feed. Yeah, okay. I should be using the walkthrough that one of my homeboys on GameFAQs sent me. One he kind of made himself. There's a lot of things I could be doing right now, but I mean, this game would be really interesting if you had creative characters. But I guess they really like the design for the dude character and the girl character. And co-op in this game is pretty simple, so I could understand if you had, like, you know, multiplayer with all these creative characters that you can just make and stuff like that online, but I guess the kind of, you know, option they have, okay, we got a boy character and a girl character, that's good enough. What level am I right now? Level 25. Oh wait. See, I'm not reading it right, I'm rushing. Wonder if it's a knife. I mean, let me think about it. Dark Souls, the setting of Dark Souls is super well realized. That's why I think it has an element that's kind of been missing in Final Fantasy. I mean, Dark Souls is a super well-realized setting, but also it utilizes its silent protagonist as a means of, you know, whatever he does is an extension of what would you do. For example, I know a lot of people who, when they're done playing the game, they just kill all the NPCs. But I don't do that. Okay. Okay, I remember that one. So, that lady in Gato, who's like the head priestess, I guess she's, her powers are super coveted by everyone. Even now that she's had like the youth sucked out of her by someone who took her powers, I guess like they're still looking for, you know, her husk. You know, now that she's like old and bedridden. Okay, so there's a difference between nuns and wisdoms. For me, yeah, me personally, I don't feel like killing people when I play Dark Souls. For nothing. I mean, I did it one time, but the guy I killed was kind of an asshole anyway. He would have wiped out the... I forgot what her name was. Yeah, the Firekeeper and Firelink Shrine. The one who's kind of locked up in a cage. But yeah, when people play these RPGs where you can do whatever you want, really, it's more open-ended. Yeah, they go on killing sprees, so I personally don't do that, but again, that's because I play to my style. That's why the don't talk to me or my son ever again thing doesn't really apply to me. I never actually did that shit. I never chucked some penguin mom's a penguin baby out of fucking ice mountain. That's just not how I morally operate, even with like data. I mean, I still killed, of course, fucking what's her face, Priscilla. But even then I felt bad about doing it, just that I gotta get my trophy, and obviously getting her soul would be, you know, quite handy and dandy to do. So this is the reason these fairies have been like jumping people, I guess. Oh, you can counter that. Oh, you don't stand a chance against me. And I got that 4-hitter. Fuck it though. I like how that ends, man. A lot of stories kind of end that way in this. Yeah, there's gonna be a racial gang war that's like ongoing, even though when that happened last time it was really disastrous. Okay, what should we do about it? What, me? Give a fuck? Shit, you must be talking about the wrong person. It's fucked up, man. I love it. Final Fantasy X-2 kind of does a similar thing to this, where certain scenarios will end on a weird note, and you just gotta go back to the next chapter and keep following up the quest line to get a proper resolution. X-2 is very annoying. X-2 might actually be one of my least... It always brings out the anger in me, and to this day... I just don't see people providing decent information, concisely to get like 100% completion. X-2 is still outdated. You look for any meaningful centralized advice on how to 100% the game, and almost all of it doesn't take into account the fact that catnip is nerfed, and you gotta really rely on Creature Creator to get through the Via Infinito. Which, fuck X-2 in that regard. That's why, while I crave 10, I know I'm gonna have to go through X-2 right afterwards, so I'm very reticent about doing that. I'm only gonna go through X-2 in the event that X-3 gets announced. That's kind of my rule. Either that, or I just have a really empty spot in terms of like what games I have left to play. Then I'll do it. I'm just starving these motherfuckers because I don't know what they eat. I mean, I could look up a guide, I guess, but seriously. I'm gonna, check again just in case I forgot to do something, but so many repeat quests. Okay, so I made sure to chronicle my adventures to Low Cactus, who's obviously very inspired by the things that I do in life. He's not a very point for point style chronicler. He just kind of gives a review, his 2 cents on what I went through, and it's usually some like quirky shit. Which fine, like quirky motherfuckers exist everywhere. Let me see my equipment. Soldier's home. Well, I'm almost done with Dark Souls. That's one thing I gotta say. I gotta tell you when I'm streaming Dark Souls, everything I did off screen, because I did off screen that game a little bit. See, I like that lady's arch, man. Okay, so he left when she was 16, if she's 26 now. So yeah, your elemental powers are the source of your longevity then? Yeah, it's very cryptic that she's willing to forgive someone who stole her longevity. Motherfucker named Irwin and shit. I kind of like the Arabian motif of this. Could do like a four-hit combo to the air right there. Last frame got him though. Oh fuck. That was mine, man. Aw man, it took my fucking EXP. Okay, so Erwin wanted to take her elemental powers in order for her to not be bound to her high priestess lifestyle. Or at least that's what, you know, she takes from his actions and what he told her possibly, but at the end of the day, Scott just thinks, okay, he just stole her life force for his own desires. I mean, it's kind of like how some people might look at the actions of a person you know and see them as like completely self-serving and manipulative, but you understand the good in what they're trying to do. But people will automatically assume you're just being codependent and brainwashed by the other person, when really it's just you having like a little bit more perspective. But then again, a lot of selfish people do mess up things, and you know, it's paid with good intentions. In their head, they're doing you a favor. Now that she doesn't have her elemental powers, she could probably just, you know, quit her role as a high priestess and, you know, live her days in peace. But yeah, she is, you know, aging rapidly, and she's still the high priestess of Godso Grottos and still like a high level wisdom. They still have a lot of respect for her, and she still has all this authority. So again, it's very easy to see her willfulness to forgive Erwin as a type of codependency, and her being brainwashed by Erwin, and Scott is like saying that he's a demon and shit like that, like, you know, he's a really bad person for doing what he did to her. And you know what? If someone stole my friend's powers and made it so that they were fucking 76 at, or 96 at 26, I'd be upset too. I'd be like, you know, I don't give a fuck what he said to you to, like, you know, rationalize what he did. He has you fucked up. He's taking away your life. For what? He's reaping the benefits physically, spiritually. He done stole, you know, your damn life, man. So, in that sense, I find that very compelling. Yeah. It's weird. I'm almost caught up to where I was before, but there's just so many quests that I know I haven't done yet that I did in the previous run. So I compared this guy to Hova, so let me see Yeah, speaking of which, that case that is currently ongoing, that might, you know, bite Jay in the ass. Okay, let me have everyone else. Let's try like some plant stuff, see if they prefer that. I mean, it's a rabbit. I forgot what mice eat. People are giving them carrots, but they actually do eat a little more than that. I'm depressed. Hold on, let me head out. Let me see. I had a pet rabbit when I was in kindergarten. That rabbit died because, you know, he was in a little cage all those years. Was only given carrots. He probably starved to death, man. We had all sorts of animals that we just like couldn't take care of, man. Class pets, man, they die so often. Oh, this is the last quest I did before, fucking having to restart. So this is gonna bring back weird-ass memories, but whatever. Again, one of the things I'm probably expecting from the Game Awards, if a state of play isn't announced soon later this year, is Chrono Cross Remastered. I know it's weird because Chrono Cross is such a niche RPG, but Square is treating that as a big deal, so there's been all these rumors about it. You know, the time will come where we'll see it later on this month. And this is kind of like the last major gaming event, so you can kind of show it there. Long ass scene where, you know, the nun just like goes back in place. Okay, so yeah, there are nuns among the wisdom. I guess that was just a, you know, very prideful nun. It was like, you know, we don't really coddle each other like that. We don't depend on the power of other wisdoms. We, you know, walk on our own 2 feet, I guess, which is a very weird mentality for a nun. Almost seems like one of those like prideful shonen rival type characters. But, you know, it's not like nuns don't display weird behavior. I mean, I know so many people who've dealt with corporal punishment from like nun teachers. I remember when corporal punishment used to be a thing in like NYC schools. Not for myself, but I know so many dudes who told me that, like, you know, in their childhood they used to get the shit beat out of them by these like public school teachers. So one thing that people often tell you is that, you know, you should avoid going to private school, so don't fuck up while you're in public school, because in private school, you know, they can put their hands on you. Homeschool, the moms will put your hands on you. That's true, because the moms, when they find out how slow their kid is, they like usually get frustrated and start like acting mean and shit. But that was also the case for public school, so you know, it's just the schooling system in public school is like a lose-lose thing. But for reasons people don't like understand, it's not like public schools are bad at educating you, which people will tell me that I know a lot less than I should because of the public school system. A lot of things I've learned in life I've learned from anime and nerdy things I've been interested in on my own personal time. But at the same time, like, my mom went to Catholic school, and she knows so little about the world that, you know, she lives in, that it's almost like she's an anime protagonist or like a fish out of water from a fantasy world. You know, I'm not trying to like diss or anything, but really all knowledge is sort of like stuff that sort of comes to you. You don't deliberately go look for it, you look for something else and then you find it. In that sense, all knowledge is kind of scientific or revelatory if, you know, there's like divine providence as an element to it. Of course, there's stuff that you do brute force. You try to like learn it the hard way and shit. I think back to that TikTok of that dude who, you know, they're trying to get him in trouble because he says stuff about like gay dudes and stuff like that or whatever. And he's like, well, I went to Catholic school, so you try to like report that to my school, my principal agreed with me. That shit had me dead. And it was a smug face too that really sold it to me, like, damn. So when it comes to what I consider better between public or private school, as of now, public schools are, you know, terrible. They've always been terrible, but like, even like the non-hood schools, there's just always weird situations with them now, disproportionately. So really the educational system is just kind of falling apart. And because of Zoom, we're starting to see a lot of that stuff more now. People going off script on purpose for whatever it is they're teaching to like push like a weird agenda. Like, I remember I saw a recording of some kid. He was on his laptop on a Zoom thing, and the teacher was talking about how he wants Biden to win because if he dies of old age and Kamala gets to be president, and having a woman president will like undo all the strife that's done in the world by dudes. And she was the lady who was like listening to it. I guess she was the parent. She was telling her kids, "Man, it's messed up that he's like feeding his agenda like that." But teachers always do that. They always kind of go off script and give their weird like polarizing outlook of the world. But yeah, it's kind of difficult to impart knowledge. I see people on YouTube talking about deschooling and stuff like that. And these guys usually end up pretty damn smart, and a lot of them want to actually go to college, so they'll study up on that. Take the tests and stuff they need to showcase, okay, yes, I'm not like, sitting at home jacking off all day. I'm actually learning stuff, gaining like life skills. Okay, let me save here. Anyway. Right upper left. And I think I got, just one more left. This one I'm intuiting, I guess, from my last run through of this. I think that rant was largely caused by like something I had in my head about someone I was thinking about. But yeah, there's just been a lot of stuff on my head with regards to tides of change. Our worlds. Dana's always asking philosophical questions, man, but... Okay, there she is. Erwin, man. Okay, it's getting kind of warm now, so let me take off this jacket that I'm wearing. I'm still wearing like a robe. It's fucking irritating. When I woke up, man, it was so fucking cold. It's not that bad anymore. It's not that bad, but still. It's so like annoying when the mornings are like brick as shit. And then you get a couple hours where it's like nice out. Like it's 150 something now. It's nice out. So I gotta ditch the, cloak I was wearing. Until it's like night again, and then it'll like go back to being brick. But yeah, it's sunny out, so kind of cool. I missed when I was almost level 50, but I guess I have to wait until later. Oh man, I think I'm going everything wrong. Yeah, let me backtrack a little. I think I should have made like a vertical trip. I'm not even looking at my guide, really. I use my guide basically to know what quests to do, and that's about it. Okay. So this is Irwin. Yeah, the drums are so good in this track, man. This is Shimomura. Well, she probably composed this, but she didn't necessarily arrange everything. Like, decide all the instruments, because this shit is fucking metal. I mean, she's made, like, heavy metal ass tracks in Kingdom Hearts before. Usually for, like, the gummy ship missions in 2. Okay, a 4-hit combo where the second hit didn't land. Four-hit combo where the first and third hit didn't land. Okay, let me just rest up. That's right, keep going. Yeah, I remember this guy ran down on me a while ago. Fuck, okay. Okay, 4-hitter. Four-hitter right there, but the third hit put him out. Okay, come on, let's get it. Awesome. Okay, that was actually a hard fight with some interesting, like, attack diversity. Selva. I like how this has this vibe of a demon visiting someone, you know, in their room, like alone and shit. Okay, so she actually does have like some element of codependency to him because she feels like strong feelings for Earl when it distort her judgment. Okay, so in this case, it's more like he's an angel, I guess, trying to bestow wisdom and clarity to someone whose heart is clouded in shadows, self-doubt, and guilt. I guess maybe she feels like a burden for having been put in this position. But yeah, I guess like she's going to control an aspect of nature, a seventh aspect, which will undo a major cycle. Okay, we're about to do a special quest this time around. But yeah, I wonder how loud I'm speaking. I'm curious if the whole hood is hearing me when I do these like conversations and stuff, because I'm speaking about a whole lot of nothing. I remember when I used to have like insightful things to say. I think I inherited the brain farts of some of my viewers and shit like that. But then again, I do self-edit a lot when I stream, so I'm saying a whole lot of nothing in general. You gotta really like say it with your chest. Fuck what anyone else has to say or do about it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Wait, what? I miscounted. Okay, I got 24, so I gotta do one more, and that'll be my quota for the day. I never do more than 5, because that's gonna get tiresome really quickly. Oaken Mines. Okay, this is actually not something I expected. For his new quest, okay, let's see. Massive Caverns, Midas Ruins. Because this is Kid Escad. Oh, that's what she used to look like? Okay, I'm getting cornered. Okay, so he's literally a demon. Okay. And I guess she's tired of her duties as a priestess because, you know, she's in some Romeo and Juliet shit with this motherfucker. Okay, I'm starting to see the nuance of it all. Okay, now that changes everything. Oh, he's got beef with Dana? Okay. With this music, man, why does he have beef with fucking Dana? I mean, I guess because she's trying to speak to all these other dudes outside of the wisdom thing and trying to find like her own answers as to what befell Matilda, instead of just trying to frame fucking Erwin as a bad dude. And this guy thinks only in absolutes. Okay, this guy sucks. He's intense and everything. Him and the guy who's guarding the princess, they're both like intense characters. El Azul and shit like that. But they suck. I hope I chose the right thing, because if not, then I just like ran down on this guy and kind of removed myself from different quest lines. I should probably make a separate save file if that's the case. I mean, he was fun to fight though, because his attacks have, you know, basic tells, they're fun to counter, and he's fun to move away from and close distance with. But yeah, he's just way too easy. It's because he just swings aggressively with his longsword. That's his AoE attack. Just remember that the Kudo from fucking One Piece and Syrup Village, like his cat out the bag attack? That's this dude's fighting style. That's how he tries to whoop your ass. Okay, so we're gonna really just wrap up this like a quest line, I think. Anyway, that'll do it for Legend of Mana. I'm gonna resume with Dark Souls again. Hopefully do the DLC and all that other stuff. So it's been your boy Miss Wonka7, and see you in a few.